Hello, Leo. Thank you very much for tuning in to this week's read. For the main part of the read, Gilded Tarot Royale by Chiro Marchetti, text by Barbara Moore, website at the bottom here, llewellyn.com, and there's a couple other social media links if you're interested. Supportive Oracle cards, Energy Oracle cards by Sandra Ann Taylor. There's a couple websites here. Let me open the book for you. Feel free to freeze frame and check out any of those you're interested in or may be interested in. Their Hay House websites. The back here is the Hay House radio website next to Sandra's picture. I think it's just below it, actually. Feel free to check that out if you're interested. Leo! Leo! Oh. That's an interesting start. Not bad, but interesting. A lack of action from Leo? That's odd. I mean, if you're not moving on something, there's a reason, obviously. This is Leo, right? There's the non-action going on here. You got 3 pages, which I kind of floored with. One of the reasons that you might not be moving, if this situation hits for you, is you're not really sure what people are really doing. And maybe you're kind of like, I feel like there's a lot of snakes in the grass here. Maybe you're having a hard time trusting people. You don't know what people are really doing. So it's kind of like I'm just holding to the side to see what really is going on here. Maybe you've had issues with this situation before. And you're like, I feel like you're pausing for a reason. But I do feel like I'm holding back. Which you clearly can do if you want to. When I think of Leo, I feel like there's a lot of communication, a lot of go energy. The something here is not sitting with you well. And it might be one of those things where, yeah, this has already happened like a few other times, and I'm fed up with it. So I'm just going to step out for a minute, and I'm just going to not participate in this situation, and we'll see what happens. If this is a work situation, it may be something where maybe you're working from home, or you're trying not to connect with certain people. You might be avoiding them. Not because you don't have the guts to talk to them, but because like I'm not giving them the advantage, and I'm just like, that's how I'm going to work through this. I'm just not going to talk with them, stay away from them. Then we don't have problems. Problems I don't want and I don't need. This is interesting. This is totally not what I would expect for Leo. It's a temporary break. It is definitely a temporary break, but again, one of the reasons might be because I don't know who the snake in the grass is, and I'm getting a little annoyed with it. And I'm going to find out who it is. And this is how I'm going to find out. You are probably paying attention very closely, but you're not letting people know that you're watching. I don't see like any anger cards, but something is motivating. Okay, what's going on? Like, this is Leo, right? So different than I would expect. 5 of Pentacles reversed. You're still close to the situation, but I feel like you got the Justice card reversed. Maybe that's another thing too. I don't feel like this situation is fair. I don't feel like it's fair, and I'm not going to be hurt again like this. I want the truth, and this is how I'm going to get it. I don't feel anger. I feel more like I'm going to find out. I feel more, if that makes sense. Not like angry, but more like I'm going to find out what's going on here. This is ticking me off. Not angry, but like annoyed. I feel like that's different for you guys especially. Like, if you're angry, it's going to come out. If you're annoyed, you're kind of like, I see it. I see it. But I'll find out what it is. I feel like I'm also paying attention to who's walking away. This is interesting. So you got the 7 of Swords with the 7th, it's the crown chakra, either way. That's how I see it. Somebody is like walking out of this situation and acting like they don't know anything. You notice that very easily, is what I feel like. It's kind of like, oh, so-and-so isn't here. Oh, that's interesting. Who isn't here and why? For some of you, maybe that's what this reading is meant to point out. Who isn't available? Who isn't available? Who isn't present? Who isn't participating? It's not just you, but somebody else is also not involved in this, and why? Why are they stepping back? This is such an odd Leo reading. It's so odd. Even though justice has gone against you at one point, judgment will go your way at some point as well. This sounds very contradictory. It's like I'm tripping on it. Did I say it wrong? Justice, there's been an injustice here. Definitely there's an injustice. But the way you're handling it, you're going to make judgment in your favor. It's kind of like maybe there was a battle or two lost, but the war is going to be yours. Maybe that's a better way to put it. Because I'm like, all right, how does this... what are we doing here? You are not enjoying this process. I can also get that. You're doing this because you feel like you need to make this go right. You're not overthinking it, but you are putting more thought into it than you really want to, if that makes sense. There's some stress here, but not overwhelming stress. And you're looking to put an end to this connection or end to this issue. You're trying to find out what's really going on here because something isn't right. Are you getting other people to help you? I feel like you have some allies here. I do. People who may not be directly connected, though, is what I'm also getting. You might be getting, like, outside of the situation. People who are outside of the situation might be giving you advice. I feel like that's smart. I feel like it's a good idea. People who are not connected, you can tell them what you're seeing and what's dealing, and they can give you ideas about how to handle this, how to handle that. People outside the situation is what I keep getting. You're not willing to lose anymore. Whatever you've lost, if you've lost anything up to this point, you're not willing to lose anymore. This is a weird situation. This is so odd. Okay. I'm just really wasn't expecting this to go this way for Leo. This is not the normal energy I pick up on for y'all. Getting that outside advice is going to help you see what the situation is really made of. And I feel like they're going to kind of like help you see, like, could you knock down the house? Yes. Is it going to work to your advantage? No. The situation is what the situation is. I feel like the outside advice is going to help you start seeing the truth of what you're really dealing with. And they're going to help you start making long-term decisions that are uncomfortable but more advantageous for you. I feel like this outside energy is going to try to help you strategize so you really can win the war. Because judgment can go in your favor. It's not going to be comfortable. Leo, usually when you're going to do something, you do it. You get it done. And you want to say something, you say it. That's how it is. This situation calls for restraint. A lot of restraint. Waiting for the right time. Moving in the right moment. Saying things when they need to be said, not before, not after. There's a lot of strategy going into this situation. It does make it difficult. That outside advice seems to really be putting you in a place where you can do it. Because I just wouldn't say it was... I just wouldn't say it was easy. Like, for some signs it might be a lot easier, but Leo's a doer. You do, you say, you don't really hold back. And this is ironically the hardest part is holding back. Holding back is the hardest part. So you got the 8 of Cups, half in, half out. And then you got the Lover's card reversed. You're going to be taking something apart here. With that 8 of Cups, half in, half out, it's a slow process. The Lovers reversed is like you're not winning. You're not going to win any friends inside the situation. You're not going to be winning any new friends there. It's going to take a while, and it's going to be a long storm, whatever this is. You can have the success you want. You're going to need that outside influence, and you're going to have to like hold back a lot to make it really get all you deserve out of the situation. There's going to be a lot of restraint and holding back, a lot of it. But you can have it. I feel like that's what this whole reading is about. And I feel like maybe that's why this is like really, it feels so strange to me. It's totally against your natural way of doing things. But they're saying, yes, you can have the judgment in your favor. That's what's going to that's what it's going to cost to get it. There are ways to do this. You will have the allies that will help you through this. You can make it happen. I feel like they're just giving you a heads up. This is a long haul storm. It's going to be a long and drawn out storm. If you're able to find a way to successfully do that, and I feel like this outside influence knows you better than this general read, this 15-minute general read, or how long it ever ends up being, they can help you align to a way that will work for you, that you can actually make it through this and actually make that happen with the restraint, not saying things, not doing things that you shouldn't do that won't work for your advantage in the long run. So there is that advice. You just got to find who it is and you got to take it. And if you're willing to do that, you can get that success that you want. The realistic judgment in your favor. I shouldn't call it success. I feel like I should say you can get that judgment in your favor that you need. So keep that in mind. I don't know if this is a difficult read or not for Leo, because I feel like this is saying there's something that you want, you're trying to find a way to make it happen, and they're like, well, this is how to make it happen. So I don't think of it as a bad read, because I feel like they're showing you a way to get the judgment that you want. If you don't want to take the advice, then you won't, and that's just that. So if you don't want it, you won't take it. That's that. But they're giving you a path. They're showing you a way to do it. If this is what you want to happen, this could make that happen. All right. I'm going to shut this down here. I hope that helps. Thank you for watching. If you'd like a direct reading from me, shoot me an email, jamesforastral@gmail.com. That's James the number 4, astral@gmail.com. If you're interested in the donation information, that's below. Same email. Thank you very much for watching, and have a great day.